number 4. All right, so it wasn't really that exciting actually. The Deadpool event is what we're talking about today in Marvel Contest of Champions. Let me just go in here. We did finish off. I'm actually playing this quite consistently, actually, trying to get the Iron Man. I like this Iron Man. This Iron Man is actually pretty neat. I'm going to go on in here. The first thing we're going to take a look at is Deadpool. Then we'll talk about some other stuff. We have a lot of stuff to go over, actually. We're going to be talking about the event, the Deadpool, healing factor, as well as Rhino second skin. I'm glad we actually got Rhino. I was surprised, actually. I was thinking, that we wouldn't end up getting Rhino. I was afraid of that because I spent a lot of time with Deadpool. But here we are, and we're in 4th place. And surprisingly, I was really surprised when somebody on chat was like, you ranked 4th. I was like, really? I thought I was gonna be like somewhere around 100 and something. Because I was afraid of barely meeting 200. Let me just go on in here and we'll look at the rewards. And here it is. I was afraid of being in here. Being in here, actually. In the 3-star. In between this thing. It's like, yeah, we're ending up as 201 or something. That would be terrible. Imagine you would be the 201 person. That would be like so heartbreaking. And also the reason why I went for the 4-star is because one of the viewers have actually requested me to actually look at the 4-star Deadpool. So here we are, and luckily we ranked 4th place. And I was using one of the other players. I'm gonna give him a shout out because he's we're going to be talking about shoutouts a bit later on in the video as well. Oregon, where is the thing? Alright, so here it is. I'm going to go on in here. We're in the same chat, right? He's right here. He's in 8th place. And I was using his score as a barometer. I was like, yeah, I was wondering what his score was, and then when he was like saying he's in the millions, and then the other players are like in 200K, I was like, ah, boy, I have to get up there, don't I? So I kept on going. I was afraid I wouldn't get to the 200 mark, but luckily we were able to get it, and we're able to look at Deadpool today, the 4-star Deadpool. Here it is, along as I guess we get these alpha, this is not alpha, these are regular catalysts if you're wondering. So we get to look at these as well. So let's claim it. This is the first thing I want to claim, just in case it glitches. It's like, oh yeah, your Deadpool is gone. All right, let's get out of there. Let's go back in here. Let's look at Deadpool. Luckily we're recording. So Deadpool is right there. Starting off health 666, the sign of death. Here it is, 666, and here is the 4-star Deadpool. I don't think there's anything different. Of course, we will never, ever get the signature ability. I don't know when are they going to do it, how are they going to do it, but I don't think we're ever going to get the signature ability. It's just like my vision. My vision isn't upgraded for the signature ability. There was never a way to get it. So, anyways, let's go back in here and yeah, here it is. It starts off with 3,119 health, 238 attack. This is a bleeder. I'm going to call him a bleeder because his attacks are based on bleed. If you're fighting Colossus or Vision, you're pretty much dead because obviously you can't bleed him. When you shoot that, his super, right? I think you've seen his super. I think everybody has seen his super. If you haven't seen his super, then check out his super video. His super, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't punch. He doesn't do any extra move. He holds off on the phone and he does one shot, and that shot does very, very little damage, and everything else is based on the bleed. If your enemy does not bleed, you're pretty much a goner, and that is pretty bad. So that's one thing's bad that's bad about Deadpool. I'm thinking that all the other top players didn't want to get Deadpool. That's why the ranking was like that. I think they're like, Deadpool, come on, he doesn't do anything, or he's based on bleed. But of course, this is a very rare character. Here it is, only available for those players that have purchased the silver one. I still don't like how he bleeds. He does one shot, and is based on bleed. If you're fighting again Colossus or Vision, they don't bleed, right? So you're dead, which is pretty bad. Going on in here, healing factor, of course, We already have the duplicate Deadpool. I made a video on that already. Here it is, and these are the special, I guess, of course, bleeding. So 100% chance to inflict bleed, dealing 225% of your attack. Alright, so over 3 seconds. Alright, again, like I was saying, everything's based upon bleed, and he does have health regeneration, but he doesn't have healing factor. The signature ability, anyways. Alright, let's go back out of here. Let's collect our Rhino. I thought I wasn't gonna make the Rhino event because after doing the Deadpool one, I was like switching between them. I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be tough. And then, luckily, I'm surprised. I'm very, very surprised, and I'm very happy to have made 4,940 place. I'm glad. I mean, what happens is we barely made it. Right here, one less, I would have been missing a crystal. So we got 2 crystal now instead of 1, which I think is the best. I mean, of course, I would want to be ranked in the top 1,000. Actually, never mind. I don't. Never mind. I don't need those 2 level 1 catalysts. They're not that important. So I don't. You wouldn't want to be ranked there if you could be doing some other stuff. This is the best place. I think this is the best place, 1,001 to 5,000. I think that is the absolute best place. And we did miss the Rhino event. I don't know if we got it or whatever, but I didn't get it personally. That's why we don't have a Rhino. I don't think we have a Rhino. Let's claim it. Let's go on in here. Alright, yeah, we don't have enough room for that. And let's go back out of here. I think we can go back into the champions. Alright, yeah, we got a new Rhino. Here it is. Or where is it? Somewhere down here. There it is. Rhino, the green guy, silver card. We already took a look at Rhino, but it was in the bronze version. If you're wondering what the silver version, this is what it starts out with. 1,554 health, 108 damage. Again, all these stuff are the same. Of course, this bonus might be different. This one is Abomination, Spider-Man, as well as Electro. His good friend Electro. Alright, so let's go on in here. We're going to spin some crystals. I already spun some other crystals, except I didn't do that well. I was like, yeah, forget it. Alright, let's spin this one. We have 3 crystals, which is great. So let's spin it and see what happens. Now, we're looking for Spider-Man. I want a silver Spider-Man. Somebody give me Spider-Man. Or Cyclops. I mean, we don't have Spider-Man. We don't have Cyclops. I don't get why we're not getting them. I know some other players do get them really easily. Oh, oh, oh! I'm okay with this. Wolverine getting his signature ability as well as some ISO 8 for our Deadpool. I'm very excited about Deadpool. Alright, let's spin another one. Since we're in pretty good luck with the first spin, I think the second spin is not going to work out that well. That's just how it is. The first one, you get a 3-star. The second one, yeah, it's not going to work out that well. Alright, so spinning some stuff, and we're going to go Colossus. Oh, no, wait. We got Star-Lord. Alright, so here's Star-Lord. And we upgraded his abilities. I heard there's going to be some sort of pop-up. I'm waiting. There might be a pop-up right now. There might be. Because this is our 10th crystal. Alright, never mind. There's no pop-up. Alright, let's spin this one. The last one. Again, I don't expect anything good from this one because we got 3-star. We got 3-star already, right? So usually, if you get 3-star already, the next spins are terrible. So I'm not expecting anything good. Yeah, and I was right. Pretty much, yeah, I was right. You could tell whenever you get a 3-star, nothing good is going to happen. After. Maybe I should have kept those crystals. You see, I'm playing it smart now. I'm keeping stuff instead of using them all at once. Using them all at once is terrible, in my opinion. Alright, let's see what this is. Alright, just some health potion. I have a lot of health potion. Let's go back in here. I want to upgrade Deadpool. And what just happened? Alright, it's loading a bit slow. Let's upgrade Deadpool. Deadpool, my friend. Wow, that takes a lot of ISO 8. And we're out of ISO 8 if you're wondering. Obviously, it's been pretty difficult to get ISO 8. Really expensive, in fact. Let's get out of here. Let's collect our stuff. I think it's in the stash. And I like this Iron Man. We haven't talked about... Hey, where's our ISO 8? I mean, we had... Alright, you know, I don't know what happened to our ISO 8. And stuff. Wolverine as well as some of the other 2 stars, right? It might be just loading. Because it's getting a bit slow right now. Alright, where's our Wolverine? 3-star guy. He's right here. He's been upgraded. Right there. And you do get a level 8 upgrade. But where's our ISO 8? I want our ISO 8. I need to use those ISO 8. Let's go to upgrades. Yeah, we're missing the ISO 8. We have quite a bit catalyst. Ah, come on. All right, let me just... All right, fine. We'll talk about Iron Man. And then we'll see what happens. I'll let you know in the next video if it doesn't work out. Let's claim this. Alright, 3-star event. I don't think this is going to be too difficult, but be sure to at least try to get this one. This one, you know, these are most wanted, but this one is the best. I think this one, it comes with 1 star. Hey, hey. They don't come with singles anymore. They all come with a crystal. Well, I guess that's good. Oh, it used to be top 10,000 players. Now it's top 7,500. So, you know, you got to be top 7,500 or you won't get it. Well, that stinks. For some of the players, let's go back out here. Iron Man, this one, you know, it was the top 200 players. For Deadpool, this one is the top 125. That's going to be absurd. I mean, I probably won't get it. I'd like another upgraded Superior Iron Man. So this is Superior Iron Man. Let's go back out of here. Out of here. So it's reloading. I didn't get my stuff. Alright, anyways. What else do I need to talk about? Oh, shoutouts. Alright, so shoutouts, that's one of the things that I get a lot now. And I gotta say that I can't shout out everybody. I mean, obviously, sometimes I'm getting messages from players I've never seen before. And all they ask me is for a shout out. And I'm like, I haven't talked to you before. So, you know, I do check my comments. I do check in-game, like, you know, in the chats. And anybody that, like, the people I talk to more, and, you know, I gave a shout out to Oregon earlier, and that's because he was there, and he actually let me know the points, and, you know, what he's at, and things like that. You know, something that is helpful to the community. I think that they deserve a shout out, and the more I see you either in game or like on Facebook or something, at least I know who I'm shouting out to, and I think that is very important to know the person that I'm shouting out to, or at least see them around. So, anyways, shout outs. That's essentially how it will work. I'll go over like Facebook. I'll probably maybe sometimes I'll be asking, hey, what are the scores for everybody in this event, and you know, if you kind of like are consistent, then I'll probably remember you. And then, of course, when you ask for a shout out, that'll be a yes. You know, you've been there to actually help out other players, wondering, hey, what are the scores to get this character for this event, etc., etc., and stuff like that. Anyways, that is about it. I think I'm actually stressing about my ISO 8 right now because I'm not seeing anything. It's going nowhere. It's just here. So I'm gonna reboot. Alright, last thing I forgot to mention that I wanted to discuss was alliances. I know a lot of people have been asking me about alliances, and I don't know what's gonna happen with the alliance. I'm assuming that it's gonna be somewhere you can partner up with some other peoples and things like that. I'm not really sure because I haven't read anything, not that much anyways. And I did talk to the guy, and he didn't really tell me anything. I asked if it's a limited thing, so like limited to a certain amount of players that can enter the alliance. And he was like, it'll be coming out in a few days. That's when you'll know. And I was like, okay. So that is pretty much it. I don't know anything about the alliance. I just know that it's coming out within the next couple of days. Within the next 5 days. I'm gonna say 5 days because I can't. I don't think it's gonna be a week. And I gotta say that if you're gonna buy units, I recommend after they release the alliance, because then at least I know that there might not be any discount and or some sort of special pack. So I won't be wasting another $100 when, in a couple of days. All right, I'm getting hit. When in another couple of days, I'll get another special discount. But anyways, I don't know anything about Alliance, but let me know in the comments below what you know, and of course on Facebook as well. That's a good place. I do use Twitter, but not that much. Anyways, yep, so that is Alliance in Marvel Contest of Champions.